Greetings, class of 2020, friends, family, cadets, and others. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to all the administration and all our teachers for all they have done for us. I'd also like to thank all the parents for all the support they have given the graduating class of 2020. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. Seniors, congratulations. We have finally made it. After 4 long years of hard work, we have finally graduated. Now I address every single person watching, graduate or not. How are you? How are you doing? Are you staying physically and mentally healthy? Are you persevering through these hard times? Over the past few weeks, our lives have changed dramatically, from classrooms to bedrooms, cafeterias to kitchen tables, and the classroom lessons to online videos. Our situations have become, to say the least, unexpected, unprecedented, and difficult. Yet for us, the class of 2020, the unexpected, unprecedented, and difficult has always been the norm. Starting from the moment we were born, the world was in physical, emotional, and political turmoil as the effects of 9/11 rocked our country. As children, we watched our country go to war against terrorism in Afghanistan and Iraq. During first grade, we watched our families struggle as our parents fought to keep their jobs during the 2008 financial crisis. As we reached our freshman year of high school, devastating and horrific school shootings became a seemingly common occurrence on the nightly news. Now, the world is plagued by the coronavirus, and its effects have greatly affected the economy and the normality we once knew. Yet even though we've been faced with these challenges and more, we've persevered through them all. I would even go as far to say that we, the class of 2020, are the class of perseverance. I'm going to say that again. We, the class of 2020, are the class of perseverance. To persevere means to persist in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Now you may believe that you have achieved success, that you may not have achieved success, that throughout your efforts you have failed. But I stand here today to say otherwise. You have achieved success. You have succeeded not because you passed that test or got that grade, but because you have graduated. That alone shows the world that you have persevered, that you are worth every second of effort that you put in to finally proclaim, I am a graduate. These past 4 years have not been easy for us. We've been faced with our own trials and difficulties along the way. I look back to my freshman year, 9th grade, a year of new beginnings and challenges. For me, I faced the challenge of my first job. I took the job as a farmhand, feeding horses both morning and evening, day after day, rain or shine. In the first week of my job, before I'd even finished training or grasped the physical abilities required to be a farmhand, I was given one of the hardest physical and mentally challenging tasks ever bestowed upon me up to that point. A task that has changed the way I look at myself and the world forever. I, along with 3 coworkers, were to buck over 600 newly shaved hay bales, each weighing around 80 pounds. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but to a 14, 15-year-old, it was. As an unexpected rainstorm was fastly approaching, the task was to be started and completed mere hours after it was assigned. Up to this point, I had lifted only a few bales of hay. Even so, at 8 p.m., I prepared with a thin layer of gloves. I walked onto that field unaware of the difficult task ahead. The next 4 hours were spent lifting, throwing, and stacking all 600 bales. By the time we were done, I had gone through 6 wins, 6 instances where I thought I could not persevere, where I dropped to my knees and said no more. But my coworkers just picked me up and said, you can do more than you think you can. You can do more than you think you can. Their words of inspiration proved to be right. I didn't return home that night till 12:30, till every bale was stacked in our barn. Covered head to toe in sweat-soaked hay, my arms bleeding, grated from the sharp hay, my hands covered in open blisters, and my shoulders burning with a soreness, so much so that I could barely even lift them. I barely made it to my bed before I collapsed in a heap, deep in sleep, although I felt like someone had beaten me to a pulp. I woke up the next morning, energized with the realization I had been faced with a challenge, something not expecting, something I was not expecting, something new and unprecedented to my body and my mind, and something more difficult than I had yet to face. But I had been able to persevere. I learned two things that night. First, I learned that perseverance is the key to success. Life has and forever will throw unexpected, unprecedented, and difficult things in our way, day by day, week by week, year after year. In order to succeed, we must obtain and grow the ability to push on, to persevere. If we give up, if we tell ourselves no more and listen, if we quit, if we say to ourselves, we'll do it tomorrow, but have no intention of doing it tomorrow, then what is stopping us from doing the same thing over and over and over again? But if you persevere, if you push on, if you get tougher when the going gets tough, then the next time it will be easier. The second thing I learned is that we must teach and encourage others to persevere. If it weren't for my coworkers that night pushing me with their words of encouragement, telling me, you can do more than you think you can, I don't think I would have been able to get past the first 100 bales that night. I would have quit, failed the task I was given. I would have failed myself, and I don't think I would be standing here today. Right now, as we take our first steps toward our future, we are faced with our own unexpected, unprecedented, and difficult challenges. In our own hands, we hold an image of our perseverance, a certificate of our 4-year journey, a high school diploma. The class of 2020 is the class of perseverance. I challenge you today, and throughout your lives, to continue to persevere in whatever you do, and to encourage others to do the same. One last time. We, the class of 2020, are the class of perseverance. Hoo-ah, go Army, beat Navy, and good luck graduates.